Hello beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nidiya and welcome to another fragrance video. So in this video, you guys, we're going to be talking about my next blind buys. Okay, so y'all know I have a list of fragrances in my phone. Well, I've told you guys this before. I have a list of fragrances in my phone and I picked just a few off of the list so that I can share them with you guys. And if y'all know about them, if y'all have them in your collection, if you have smelled them, I want y'all's opinion on the fragrances before I blind buy them. What y'all think about that video? We're always talking about fragrances, but most of the time it's ones that I already have or either I sample. Well, before I choose my samples for the next time, I want you guys to put your opinions down below in the comments and let me know, hey Nidiya, yeah, that's where I get it. All of us have different noses. We may smell things different. I get all of that. I understand. But I still want you guys' opinion on my next blind buys because we're a whole community over here and, you know, that's how we roll. What I have noticed in my selection, well, I'm not going to say what I have noticed. I already knew this. In my selection, out of all the fragrances that I chose, there's only one that is not unisex. Are y'all surprised? I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I actually was surprised when I went and looked them up and I realized that they were all unisex except for one fragrance out of all. I want to say I chose like 7. All six are unisex, one is not. There's something along the lines of that number. So the first fragrance is Thyine from Royal Sapphire. Clearly this is unisex. Now the main accords are citrus, white flower, amber, woody, sweet, earthy, animalic, mossy. The top notes are mandarin orange and bergamot. The middle notes are orange blossom and jasmine. The base notes are amber, oak moss, patchouli, and woody notes. Okay, so this one right here, you guys, I don't see people talk about this a lot, and maybe it's because I don't be like on pages just like stalking people's perfume collection. But if you guys have this in your collection, well, like I said, all of these, if you have these, and that's the purpose of me doing this video. So if you guys have these fragrances in your collection, with the reviews that I've done on my channel, I feel like a lot of you guys kind of know how my nose is. So if you smell these, let me know down below in the comments, Nidiya, you are going to hate that fragrance. Or Nidiya, you're going to love that fragrance. Or Nidiya, yeah, you might need, I think you might like that, but you know, sample it. I'm going to sample it, but I do want to hear from you guys before I just jump out there because the samples will be blind buys or either the bottles will be blind buys. So this one, the main accord starts off citrus. That is the only thing that scares me because y'all know I don't like, does this lean heavy citrus? Or does the citrus kind of start there and then it fades away and you really don't know that it's a citrus, I was about to say flavor, citrus scent. Because it does have amber in it. It does have jasmine in it. I don't mind the woody notes. The bergamot, I like the bergamot and the mandarin orange. I just want to make sure that it's not like an overly citrus type scent. Like if it opens citrus and then it dries down to something woody or ambery, I'm okay with that. Okay, because y'all know I love amber. But I was just really curious on what this one smelled like. It's been on my list for a long time, but there's nowhere here that I can go sniff this to see. So I was like, well, I can, you know, I sample all the time anyways. So I was sitting there and I was like, let me just go ahead and see what my community feels like when it comes to the fragrances that I'm thinking about sampling. So that was the first one. So the next one on my list is from Maison Crivelli. This is Hibiscus Mahajad. I am really curious about this one, you guys. So the main accords on this one is floral, rose, vanilla, aromatic, green, fresh, spicy, musky, leather, soft, spicy, and fruity. The notes are hibiscus, damask rose, vanilla, cassis, leather, peppermint, ambre, and cinnamon. Now, y'all know how I feel about leather notes. So the leather in it kind of scares me. But I have seen so many reviews on this fragrance talking about how the sillage is amazing, how it smells so good. But I'm like, okay, I'm not the biggest fan of leather scents. So if this fragrance is going to be taken over by the leather note, or if there's any chance that the leather note in this fragrance is like really strong to where it's just like in your face, I'm not going to be happy with this one. That is the purpose of this video, so that we can discuss these before I jump out there and start blind buying these fragrances that are like you know, these niche high-end up there. We need to have a discussion. The family needs a meeting, okay? That is why we're here. That is why y'all are here, okay? I could have did this on live, huh? But yeah, I'm really, really curious about this one because I love the fact that it's supposedly floral and rose, the vanilla, the fruity. But I'm scared of it because of the leather. So if you guys have this in your collection, let me know. Y'all, if you can smell, like if the leather is there, but it's taken over by most of the other notes in it, then I'm okay. But if the leather is a prominent note in there that you can actually tell that there's leather in it when you smell it, not so much. I don't want to do it, okay? I don't want to do it. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys have this one in your collection. So the next one on my list is Penhaligon's Halfeti. This fragrance, I'm curious about. I was about to say I'm so curious. That's the purpose of the video. I'm super curious about all of these because, like I said, there's no way here I can smell them, and I didn't want to waste. Honestly, I was like, I have sampled so many fragrances and I have wasted my money on so many samples, and I get that's the purpose of sampling, so you're not doing it. But even the samples, sometimes the ones that I want are like 14, 15, however many dollars. So if I sample 4 or 5 fragrances, at this point I almost could have bought a full-size bottle of perfume. And if I don't like the samples, then boom, there's my money down the drain. So that is, like I said, that is why we're here. So Halfeti is woody, warm, spicy, aromatic, fresh, spicy, leather, oud, powdery, amber, rose, vanilla. The top notes are cypress leaf, saffron, cardamom, artemisia, bergamot, and grapefruit. The middle notes are Bulgarian rose, nutmeg, and jasmine. Base notes are argwood, oud, cedar, leather, sandalwood, amber, tonka bean, vanilla, and musk. You think they got enough notes in this one? This one, I'm so curious. I am so curious on this one because I've wanted it for so long, but I'm scared of it. Okay, look at these notes. Just look at the notes. The grapefruit I'm excited about because I love fragrances with grapefruit in them. The saffron I'm excited about, but I'm scared of the mixture. Okay, Bulgarian rose, nutmeg, jasmine. Okay, cool. The oud. Oh God, y'all know how I am when it comes to oud. I'm so paranoid about this one having oud, leather, and musk in the same fragrance. Oh my God. Oud, leather, cedar, musk. I'm scared. I am scared, and I don't want to be upset buying these expensive samples because, like, again, I'm going to be mad if I waste my money. And these are not to be played with because the price tags on some of these fragrances is just like, what? How much is that again? Excuse me? So I need y'all to let me know. Because this one, it's on my list, and it's been on my list for so long, but I am running away from this because I'm like, Nidiya, this is not a smart blind buy for you. But also my curiosity because of my love for fragrance is like taking over that. But like I said, the notes in here, now the ones that I really do not care for are the base notes. Y'all just let me know down below in the comments, okay? Let me know, Nidiya, that's an absolute no. Or Nidiya, you'd be surprised. That one actually is really settles. It settles really nice. You'd like that one. I need to know, y'all, before I pull the trigger on these fragrances, okay? All right. Next, we have Jump Up and Kiss Me by Clive Christian. I need to know because, my goodness, is this perfume expensive? I need to know. What is it, y'all? Main accords we got are amber, woody, vanilla, cherry, powdery, leather, aromatic, sweet, citrus, and tobacco. The main accords, I'm like, huh? All right, look at these notes. The notes are black cherry, mate. I guess maybe, I can't even tell what that is. Maybe it gives it a woody scent. Anyways, violet leaf, bergamot, mandarin orange, neroli, clary, sage, lemon, grapefruit. Grapefruit again. I know grapefruit is a weird note to put I'm not even gonna say it weird, an interesting note to put in fragrance, but it's so, and I say that because I love when grapefruit is in a fragrance because of how it smells. Shockingly, because you know I always say, oh, I don't want these scents that smell edible, but grapefruit just gives. That is why I love Rosso Pompeii so much, because it smells like grapefruit. It gives it such a unique scent to me, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. I feel like it would be weird for a lot of people, but it's something that I absolutely love. Middle notes are tobacco, orris, papyrus, jasmine. Base notes are amber, tonka bean, leather, vanilla, sandalwood, cashmere wood, musk, labdanum, patchouli, vetiver, and moss. Anytime I see leather in a fragrance, I get scared. So here we are again. This fragrance has so many different notes to it. Talk about complicated. Oh my God. Like, look how many notes it has in this fragrance. Again, I'm super curious about it. For one, because of how many notes are in it. For two, because of some of the notes that are in it that I don't care for, but I still want to know how it smells. I want some fragrances that are like not your average. I walked into Ulta and Sephora and purchased these. Like, I want some fragrances that when people smell me, that they are absolutely clueless on what I have on. And when I tell them what it is, they have to go Google it because they've never heard of it. Those are some of the fragrances that I want in my collection. And I know in order for me to get those, they're going to be attached to a pretty penny. So before I spend my money on them, I have to know if I absolutely am going to love them. So before I even sample them, I need y'all, if y'all have them in your collections, to be like, Nidiya, I know what your nose is. We got a similar nose. Don't do it. Or, you know, otherwise if it's a different answer. At the end of the day, I know I'm going to have to make the choice. I know I'm going to have to sample. I get it. Y'all don't have to tell me that. I know everybody has different noses, but y'all also recommend stuff to me all the time. You're like, Nidiya, go smell this. You're going to love this. And I'm like, they know me so well. You know what I'm saying? Next, we have Guidance. Homage, Guidance. Now this right here, I have seen this perfume so many times. I have seen it everywhere. I have seen videos on it. I have seen so many different reviews on this fragrance. Some that are far left, some that are far right. Some people absolutely love it. Some people absolutely hate it. Then there are people that are obsessed with it and they want 10 bottles of it. I need y'all. Is it worth it? For those of you that have this in your collection, is it worth it? Let me know. So the main accords on this are woody, amber, fruity, warm, spicy, sweet, nutty, powdery, vanilla, floral, and balsamic. This one was shocking because all the reviews that I watched on this one, I wasn't expecting this to be unisex until I looked it up. And I was like, oh, I just assumed that first of all, I assumed that it was going to be for women because the bottle is pink. What did they say about making assumptions? The top notes on this is pear, hazelnut, olibanum. Middle notes are osmanthus, rose, saffron, jasmine, sambac. Base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, akigala wood, ambergris, and labdanum. Like, why did they have to do? Why, first of all, where did they get the names from? Who created the names that went with these notes? Come on now. But yeah, again, I mean, this has rose in it. Well, no, there's some rose set fragrances. Well, fragrances that I have smelled that are for men that have roses. You can tell that they're for men, so I can't say that. You can tell that they're for men, but they just have the rose note in them. I am so curious about this fragrance, you guys. Again, these fragrances, they have a pretty price tag on them. So ain't gonna be no jumping out there buying. Even though I could send it back, still not gonna do that. Not gonna jump out there and buy these when they're that expensive and completely blind buy them. I'm just not gonna do that when these cost this much. Now the ones sometimes that I do and they're like $100-ish or something like that, I do it and it's like, okay, if I don't like it, I'm gonna send it back. But when they're upwards of $300, $400, $500, no. Okay, we gotta reel it in and have some kind of control from somewhere. So let me know, you guys, what y'all think about Guidance. Guidance is popular, and a lot of these, I'm late to the party, but these have been on my list and they've stayed there because of the price tags. Okay. Next we have, well, now we're getting to the ones that aren't so expensive. Next we have Montel Sweet Flowers. Okay. Super curious about this. So when I was looking up cotton candy fragrances, this one came up. So the main accords are sweet, powdery, woody, white floral, warm, spicy, vanilla, fruity, patchouli, tuberose, and caramel. The top notes are cotton candy, white peach, ginger, pepper, bergamot. The middle notes are patchouli, tuberose, jasmine, sambac, violet. The base notes are Madagascar vanilla, white musk, sandalwood, oak moss, and cedar. Very curious about this. This sounds like it just smells so good. Like, say it. I'm really curious about this. The first Montel fragrance I had, I sent it back because I was like, y'all done gypped me. Somebody been over there spraying my bottle. And I guess it's just because we're so used to like fragrances being in glass bottles and being heavy that when it even, and me knowing, like, I still knew that the bottle is made out of like whatever the tin is. It's like, but you guys feeling it, it still felt like having it in my hand. It felt like there was only liquid at the bottom of it. I'm like, why does this thing feel so hollow at the top and liquid at the bottom? Like, I just sent it back. And then on top of that, what even more made me send it back and not be upset about it is because it was so loud. Like, when I say cloying, I couldn't, it was giving me a headache. And I was like, oh no, I can't do it. I gotta send this back. Like, this is frying my brain cells at this point. It was so freaking loud. And y'all know I like strong fragrances, but it was so loud. I knew I wouldn't be able to wear it because I couldn't even take sniffing it at the time. But baby, my nose done grew. And all we want is loud or strong. Let me stop. Last but not least, we have Mancera Velvet Vanilla. I want to say this ended up on my list because one of you guys like made me put my eyes on it, and when I read it, I was like, okay, let me add that to my list. I think I'll be interested in that. So the main accords on this one is white floral, tuberose, vanilla, musky, powdery, fruity, sweet, animalic, green, and amber. The notes are pear, angelica, blackcurrant, pink pepper, so excited about that, and clove. Middle note, mandarin orange, clove, and then mandarin orange. The middle notes are tuberose, jasmine, neroli, rose. The base notes are vanilla and white musk. Anything with pink pepper in it gets me excited. Like, so I am so excited to try this one because of the pink pepper. And it just sounds like it would smell so good. I love Mancera fragrances. I love the power behind these fragrances. I'm looking at my light because my battery's about to die. But I want to finish before it dies. But like, the power behind these fragrances, you guys, they are so strong and they smell so good. So that's why this was easy to put on my list, because I'm like, I love every Mancera fragrance that I have. And they were all blind buys. So how could this one be wrong? After me reading the notes in the main accords, I didn't think it'll be. I think I love it. So like I said, you guys, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about my next blind buys or my next samples, whichever one I decide to do first. So funny, that one died too. But the battery I have right now is fully charged. But anyways, we're about to end this video, you guys. So like I said, let me know down below in the comments what y'all think about my choices for my next blind buys. I know they're not safe. I am very clear on that because the notes, all that leather and musk and oud, and why did y'all do that to every fragrance? I'm sorry about all the movement. I realize, forget y'all not on the tripod. But yeah, so let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about the next blind buys that I think I'm going to do. Before you leave, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.